Hello and welcome back to another TrekMate Build the Back to the Future DeLorean episode. Now this this video, I've decided to look at both issue 5 and 6 because they are both building the front suspension. One is for the right hand side, one's for the left. So I thought it would make sense to actually do both of the builds in one video. So let's have a quick look at the magazines before we move on. Issue 5. As I always say, I'm really enjoying these magazines. So issue 5 has got your instructions, as you would expect, and then it has also got a piece on Leah Michelle, talking about casting the role of Marty's mum. Also talking about now that we've built the DeLorean in the other issues, now they're talking about sorting out these special effects for getting it to travel through time, and how Industrial Light and Magic done it and everything, and it's a really good read. Then the next feature is a section on George McFly and Crispin Glover, how he got cast to that role. And then in the end, we're talking about the flux capacitor, what makes time travel possible. So that is issue 5. If you aren't reading it, always worth a read. It's been really enjoyable. Issue 6, I'm not going to go into huge detail because I want you guys to actually read it, because it is well worth checking out. Instructions again. And then Bully for him. It's a piece about Tom Wilson and getting cast as Biff and Griff and Mad Dog Tanner. So nice feature there. Talking about the location shooting in Back to the Future and how some of it was done on the back lots and different areas around LA. So that was a good read. And also a piece about the Enchantment Under the Sea dance. So, yeah, that is what is in the issues. Let's get building this thing. Okay, so let's crack on first with issue number 5. We've got all of the pieces here. I've taken the screws out already. There's a whole bunch of different sizes this time round. So, this is, issue 5 is working on the left front side suspension. So let's crack straight on. Okay, so first up, fit part 5B into the gap at the bottom of part 5A and secure the two with 2 AM screws. Okay, so here we go, that's the bottom piece. And that is going in there like that. So, it's going to be wanting us to secure them in there. I'm not sure if it's that fussy about where it wants them. Okay, let's get the 2 screws in there first. Number 1. Let's get the other side in as well. Not sure how loose it's going to want you to do it. As I've said before, this is my first time building something of this nature, and also I'm not petrol head either, so it's all new territory to me. Okay, so that is that in place. Next, pass part 5D up through the large hole in 5B. So, I'm assuming it wants them this way, and it wants you to be screwing them just through there. There we go. Okay, so let's get 5B. Wow, look at that. It's actually a working mechanism, look. Wow, okay. So let's take that off, because now it wants us to put the spring on there. So let's put a spring on there. And then it wants me to lower part 5A onto the top of 5D and over 5E. Hold the parts together and secure the screw EM. Now I do have EM here. Okay, so it wants you to be putting on some pressure here, and to be honest, you actually need quite a bit of pressure on there to hold it together. So now that the screw's going in, okay, that should hold it. Okay, so now it's wanting us to put this part on with 2 CM screws. Okay, I'm going to just half do that one, now I'm going to get the other part in. Now I'll tighten it properly. Okay, so position 5F between parts 5C and 5B, align the corresponding holes of the parts and secure with DM screws as shown above. Okay, so that is there. And this is that part that they're on about. So let's get one of the DM screws. Okay, and I'm going to start on the bottom one. So let's line that up. And take it through. Oh, didn't do that very well. Sausage fingers, strike again. Okay, there we go. Now let's put this one in. Now and then I'll tighten it up properly. So let's line this baby up. Okay, so once again, go try not to tighten too much, I don't think. Make sure that this one's in tight. Yep. And that's got a little bit of movement in there anyway. Okay, so left front brake. Place part 5L onto 5H as indicated. Okay, so let's get these bits of this. That little bit and that little bit. These parts are so tiny, teeny weeny. Okay. Okay, so that's on. And then insert the assembly onto the hole at the end of the arm of part 5J and then secure with the DP screw. Okay. Should have maybe got the DP screw ready first. Okay. So here's the DP screw. Here is the brake disc. And it wants us to screw through that side. Where is that just gone now? I'll tell you what, these parts are so tiny that it takes me a minute just to find where they've gone. Okay, so it wants us to put that through there, like that. How that feels like it's in, because it feels like it's just spinning. And it sprung off. Okay, so that can't quite be right, maybe. Actually, I think I might have been putting it in the wrong bit. Yep, I was putting it in the wrong bit. Okay, lesson learned. Let's put that back on there. Get my DP screw. Get this part again. It wanted it to go in the square hole, which had the slightly bigger. Yeah, wanted it to go through there, so it's going through. I don't know if you can see that properly. And that is in, I believe. So it feels like it's just spinning. So there you go. That part is in. Okay, so align the holes in part 5G with those in 5J. Tighten the AP screw through the central hole of part 5J to secure the two parts together. Okay, so we've got the three little holes there, and we've got the two pins there with the hole. So let's line them up nice and easy. Oh, whoops. Oh, that's a bit magnetised as well. It took my screwdriver, screw away. Okay. So let's line that back up. And there she blows. that is in. And then this is how the part should look after fitting. So let's have a look. That looks pretty good to me. Yep, looks accurate. Okay. Okay, now combining the parts. Hold the left front brake suspension assembly together and secure them with a DM screw. So, okay, that is going to be this way round. And that is going to be this way round. Okay, and it wants us to go through there with the DM screw. Okie dokie. So that goes there. And then that is going to go straight in there. What you'll soon find by watching my videos is I am not the best sort of person for coordination. So if you're looking to watch a video that you think, wow, he's an idiot, or wow, he has exactly the same issues that I do because I'm just the same, then you're in the right place. Let's tighten that bugger up. Try and get as close a look as I can for you. Okay, that is tight. And then that should... Don't over tighten the screw because the brake assembly will need to move as shown. And that's where the magnetic part comes into play. Because that'll be for the hover conversion then. Does that feel like it needs to be a bit tighter though? I'd say it probably does, because I don't think it should wobble. I don't think it should wobble at all. So that is that. Where's that coming from? Okay, well that's the brake. Let's try and give it a little bit more of a tighten. That seems better. Okay, so that is it. That is issue 5 done. Now let's do the same for issue 6. Okay, so here we go with issue 6. Now let's do it all over again. So, to be honest, if you don't want to watch before anyone, like if you've watched this far and you're thinking, oh, it's doing exactly the same for the other side of the car, I'm not going to bother watching. Then what I will say to you right now is, go down to the comments section below. Let us know what you think of the build so far. And also, if you are interested in taking up a subscription to build your own Back to the Future DeLorean, then please use the links in the comment section below, which will take you directly to the Eaglemoss website. It really does help us out. So, okay. Got a little bit of movement there, so that's good. Okay, now next part 6D up through the large hole in 6B as shown, and that's with BM screws. So I've got my BM screws ready. And to be honest, because I'm not a petrol head, I don't know how exciting some of this stuff is for you petrol heads. So you have to let us know. Because I'm enjoying doing all of the little intricate parts. Okay, for some reason, quite stupidly, my phone didn't record that piece. So we are. So I've just secured in the spring, and now we are moving on to securing in part 6C either side of the top of 6A, aligning the holes, fix the two together. So let's get those screwed in. So get the 6C screws. Now I think that is roughly right. Just trying to see if I can actually see through it. Yep, they're in. Okay. Okay, so next we are going to be attaching on this part once again. Okay, so we're just going to be doing it in the reverse way, I guess, this time. Okay, so it wants that way around. Okay, so let's get that. Okay, so then right front brake. Let's get that spring back on here. And then push that through this side there. And screw it in to this side of the spring. That must be it. Okay, that is in. Once again, we are putting in this bit, and it requires an AP screw. Okay, I've got one AP screw spare there. So let's place this bad boy right there. Okay, so that is how it should look. Wonderful. Wonderful. Yep. Okay. Now attaching them again. It's another DM screw. Okay, so attaching them together again. This is where it's going to go. Nice, hold all lined up for us. Okay, and that is tight. Let's make sure it's still, yep, still turns and pulls down for hover conversion. Excellent. So that is both parts of the front right and front left suspension. So there we have it, issue 5 and issue 6 all done and dusted, ready to go. Here is what we've got so far. It's starting to come together. I'm continuing to enjoy how this build's going. Certainly for myself, there are certain bits that are slightly more tricky than others, just because I've got delicate little fingers. So, but it's going well. It's going well, and I'm enjoying it. How are you guys enjoying it? And also, if any of you have made it this far to the video, well done, because I've just repeated myself. Rather than do 2 videos, we'd whack it all in one. So remember, if you guys want to subscribe to the Build the Back to the Future DeLorean set, click in the link below and go from there, because I'd appreciate that. It just shows that people are watching my videos when Eaglemoss takes a look, because they gave us a special link to send people over their way. So thank you so much for checking out the video, guys, and issue 7 will be coming up very soon.